Let me ask you a question. Why do so many people feel lost? Why do so many people start something with enthusiasm only to get distracted, discouraged, and eventually quit? It's not because they lack talent. It's not because they don't have enough time. It's because they lose sight of their path. See, the world is full of noise, opinions, comparisons, and endless distractions. We scroll through social media, watching what others are doing, and suddenly our own journey doesn't feel enough. But here's the truth. The people who succeed, the ones who inspire us, they don't get caught up in what others are doing. They focus on their own path. Today, I want to help you do the same. Because when you focus on your path, everything changes. Your energy shifts, your confidence grows, and you start making progress that actually matters. Let's talk about how. Your why is the foundation of everything you do. It is the reason you wake up in the morning, the force that keeps you going when things get tough, and the guiding principle that shapes your decisions. Without a clear and compelling why, it is easy to get lost in distractions, to lose motivation, and to feel uncertain about the path ahead. People who succeed at the highest levels do not necessarily have more talent or resources than others. What they do have is a deep-rooted purpose that fuels their actions. Their actions aid the purpose in their actions. When you define your why, you create a sense of direction that cuts through the noise of everyday life. You stop chasing everything that looks appealing and start pursuing what truly matters. So many people drift from one goal to another, never quite committing because they haven't taken the time to understand what truly drives them. They see someone else succeed at something and think, maybe I should try that, but without an internal connection to that goal, they lack the perseverance to see it through. When challenges arise, they give up because their motivation was external, not internal. Your why is deeply personal. It is not about impressing others or meeting society's expectations. It is about what excites you, what gives you a sense of fulfillment, and what aligns with your values. When you have that clarity, you no longer need external validation. You stop worrying about what others think because you are focused on something bigger than opinions. This is why people who are clear about their purpose appear more confident. They are not seeking approval. They are driven by something more powerful. Many people struggle to define their why because they are too focused on what they think they should do instead of what truly resonates with them. They chase careers, relationships, or lifestyles based on what others deem successful, only to find themselves unfulfilled. The key is to ask yourself the right questions. What excites you? What challenges do you love solving? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? When you start reflecting on these questions, patterns emerge. You begin to see what truly matters to you. Some people discover their why early in life, while others take years to find it. There is no right timeline. The important thing is to keep searching, to stay curious, and to pay attention to the things that ignite passion within you. Sometimes your purpose is hidden in the experiences you take for granted. Maybe you love helping others, but you never considered making it a bigger part of your life. Maybe you have a skill that comes naturally to you, but you never pursued it seriously because you assumed it wasn't valuable. When you take a step back and reflect, you often realize that your purpose has been there all along. You just needed to acknowledge it. When you define your why, your focus sharpens. You stop wasting energy on things that do not align with your purpose. You learn to say no to distractions, to opportunities that might seem attractive but do not serve your bigger mission. This is where true discipline comes from. Not from forcing yourself to stay focused, but from being so connected to your purpose that distractions no longer appeal to you. People who have a strong why are often misunderstood by those who don't. When you are deeply committed to a purpose, others might question your choices. They might not understand why you are so focused, why you are willing to make sacrifices, or why you don't follow the same path as everyone else. But that's the nature of having a clear direction. It sets you apart. The people who make the biggest impact in the world are the ones who stay committed to their purpose even when others doubt them. When you are clear on your why, setbacks do not discourage you the way they do for others. Challenges become part of the journey rather than reasons to quit. You begin to see obstacles as lessons, as opportunities to grow and refine your approach. This mindset shift is crucial because no path is free of difficulties. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is not the absence of struggles, it is the strength of their purpose. When your why is strong, giving up is not an option because you are not just chasing a goal, you are living out something that is deeply meaningful to you. Your why also gives you patience. In a world that glorifies instant success, people often become frustrated when they do not see immediate results. They start something, expect rapid progress, and when things don't move as quickly as they hoped, they lose interest. But when you are driven by a strong why, you understand that real success takes time. You are willing to put in the work to endure the slow periods because you are not in it for quick rewards, you are in it for the long run. Another powerful effect of defining your why is the ability to inspire others. People are drawn to those who are passionate and purpose-driven. When you operate with clarity and conviction, you naturally attract like-minded individuals who share your values. This creates a ripple effect. Your focus and dedication motivate others to find their own purpose, to take action in their own lives. This is why true leaders are not just people in positions of power. They are individuals who have a deep sense of purpose that resonates with others. It is important to revisit your why regularly. As you grow, your experiences shape your understanding of what truly matters. Your purpose may evolve, and that's okay. The key is to stay connected to it, to ensure that your actions align with your deeper mission. This alignment brings a sense of fulfillment that cannot be achieved through external rewards alone. Many people chase success without a clear purpose, only to find themselves feeling empty when they reach their goals. But when your why is strong, success is not just about reaching a destination, it is about the journey itself. Distractions are everywhere. They come in many forms: social media, necessary meetings, endless notifications, and even self-doubt. In a world that constantly demands your attention, it is easy to lose focus on what truly matters. Most people do not fail because they lack talent or ambition. They fail because they allow distractions to pull them away from their path. The ability to eliminate distractions is not just about managing time. It is about protecting your energy, your mindset, and your ability to make meaningful progress. One of the biggest distractions today is information overload. We live in an era where knowledge is at our fingertips, but instead of empowering us, it often overwhelms us. Every day, we are bombarded with news, opinions, and updates that demand our attention. The problem is that not all information is useful. Much of it is noise, distractions disguised as valuable insights. People spend hours consuming content that adds no real value to their journey. They scroll through social media, watch videos, and read articles, thinking they are learning, but in reality they are just delaying action. The most successful people understand that knowledge without execution is useless. They do not just consume information, they apply it. Distractions also come in the form of other people's expectations. Many people spend their lives trying to meet the standards set by others, whether it is family, friends, or society. They chase goals that are not truly their own, wasting time and energy on things that do not align with their purpose. When you allow others to dictate your path, you lose control over your focus. Instead of working on what matters to you, you end up fulfilling someone else's vision. The key is to recognize when external influences are pulling you away from your mission and have the discipline to realign with your true priorities. Technology is another major source of distraction. The constant stream of notifications, emails, and messages creates a culture of instant response. People feel the need to be always available, always connected, but this comes at a cost. Every time you stop what you are doing to check a message or respond to a notification, you break your concentration. It takes time to refocus, and these small interruptions add up over the course of the day. The ability to turn off distractions, to set boundaries with technology, and to create focused time blocks for deep work is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Procrastination is one of the most dangerous distractions because it disguises itself as preparation. Many people delay taking action because they feel they need more information, more time, or the perfect conditions. They convince themselves that they are being strategic when, in reality, they are just avoiding the discomfort of doing the work. Perfectionism is often the root of procrastination. People fear making mistakes, so they put off starting altogether. The truth is, progress is messy. No one gets everything right the first time, and waiting for the perfect moment only leads to wasted time. The most successful individuals are not the ones who never make mistakes, they are the ones who take action despite uncertainty. Another common distraction is the pursuit of too many goals at once. Many people spread themselves too thin, trying to do everything at the same time. They start multiple projects, chase multiple ambitions, and as a result, they make little progress in any of them. Focus is about prioritization. It is about knowing what matters most and putting your energy into that one thing. Trying to do too much at once leads to burnout and mediocrity. The key is to identify the most important goal, the one that will create the biggest impact, and give it your full attention. Your environment plays a huge role in your ability to eliminate distractions. The people you surround yourself with can either support your focus or constantly pull you away from it. Negative influences, unmotivated peers, and toxic relationships can drain your energy and shift your attention to things that do not serve you. Surrounding yourself with focused, driven individuals creates an environment where distractions become less appealing. When you see others committed to their goals, it reinforces your own commitment. The conversations change, the mindset shifts, and focus becomes the norm rather than the exception. Mental distractions are just as powerful as external ones. Self-doubt, fear, and overthinking can keep you stuck in the same place for years. When your mind is filled with uncertainty, it is difficult to take action. Doubt creates hesitation, and hesitation leads to missed opportunities. Learning to control your thoughts, to reframe negativity, and to stay mentally disciplined is a crucial part of maintaining focus. Successful people train their minds to shut out unnecessary thoughts and stay locked in on their objectives. Discipline is the foundation of eliminating distractions. It is not about relying on motivation, which comes and goes. It is about creating habits and systems that keep you on track. When you build routines that minimize distractions, like setting specific work hours, limiting social media use, and having a structured daily plan, you remove the need to constantly rely on willpower. Willpower is limited, but strong habits create consistency. The more structured your approach, the easier it becomes to stay focused. Another important aspect of eliminating distractions is learning to say no. Many people struggle with this because they fear disappointing others. They take on commitments, attend unnecessary meetings, and agree to tasks that do not align with their goals. Every time you say yes to something that does not serve your mission, you are saying no to something that does. High achievers are selective with their time. They do not let guilt or obligation dictate their schedule. They understand that protecting their focus is more important than pleasing everyone around them. Energy management is often overlooked but plays a key role in maintaining focus. Many people think they need more time, but what they really need is more energy. Poor sleep, unhealthy diets, and lack of exercise can make even the most disciplined person struggle with focus. When your body is fatigued, your mind is less sharp, and distractions become harder to resist. Prioritizing health, getting enough rest, and maintaining high energy levels directly impact your ability to stay locked in on your goals. Momentum is one of the best ways to eliminate distractions. When you are making progress, distractions lose their power over you. The key is to create small wins that build confidence and keep you engaged. Progress fuels motivation, and the more momentum you build, the easier it becomes to ignore distractions. This is why starting is so important. Once you take action, even in a small way, your focus naturally strengthens. Comparison is one of the most damaging habits that can take a person off their path. It steals joy, creates unnecessary pressure, and shifts focus away from what truly matters. In today's world where people have constant access to the highlights of others' lives through social media, the temptation to compare is stronger than ever. It becomes easy to measure progress based on someone else's achievements rather than focusing on personal growth, this habit leads to self-doubt, insecurity, and a lack of fulfillment because it makes people feel as though they are always behind, never doing enough, and never quite measuring up. The problem with comparison is that it is rarely based on reality. People tend to compare their behind-the-scenes struggles to someone else's highlight reel. The images of success, happiness, and achievement that are visible to the world do not tell the full story. Behind every accomplishment, there are sacrifices, failures, and struggles that remain hidden. A person may see someone enjoying financial success without realizing the years of hard work, setbacks, and challenges that led to that point. A relationship that appears perfect from the outside may have gone through struggles and hardships that are never shared. When comparison is based on an incomplete picture, it creates unrealistic expectations and unnecessary frustration. Another issue with comparison is that it shifts focus away from personal progress. Every individual has a unique journey shaped by their own experiences, strengths, and challenges. Some people achieve success quickly, while others take a longer, more winding path. It is unfair and counterproductive to measure progress against someone else's timeline. The focus should always be on self-improvement, growth, and becoming better than yesterday, rather than trying to keep up with someone else's achievements. One of the biggest dangers of comparison is that it breeds dissatisfaction. When people constantly look at what others have, they fail to appreciate what they already possess. Gratitude is replaced with longing, and achievements feel insignificant compared to what someone else has accomplished. This leads to a cycle of never feeling good enough, always wanting more, and never being satisfied with personal progress. True fulfillment does not come from external validation, but from appreciating personal growth, efforts, and victories, no matter how small they may seem. Comparison also leads to distraction. Instead of focusing on personal goals and aspirations, people waste time watching others. They spend energy analyzing someone else's path, trying to replicate their success, or feeling frustrated about not being at the same level. This creates a mental burden that slows down progress. The most successful people understand the importance of keeping their eyes on their own journey. They do not allow external influences to dictate their direction. They stay committed to their vision, trusting that their hard work and dedication will lead them to the right destination. One of the most liberating realizations is that there is no single path to success. Different people take different routes, and what works for one person may not work for another. Some people find their passion early in life, while others take years to discover their true calling. Some individuals achieve rapid success, while others experience multiple failures before reaching their breakthrough. The key is to embrace the uniqueness of personal journeys rather than trying to fit into someone else's mold. Overcoming comparison requires developing self-awareness. It means understanding personal strengths, weaknesses, and values without allowing external influences to dictate self-worth. When people are clear about their goals and why they are pursuing them, they become less affected by what others are doing. They stop making decisions based on trends or societal expectations and start focusing on what truly fulfills them. This level of clarity creates confidence and allows individuals to trust their own path, instead of seeking validation from external sources. Gratitude is another powerful tool in overcoming comparison. When people focus on what they have rather than what they lack, their perspective shifts from scarcity to abundance. They begin to appreciate their own journey and recognize the progress they have made. Practicing gratitude fosters a sense of contentment and helps people find joy in their own achievements rather than constantly seeking more. Another way to break free from comparison is to limit exposure to sources that trigger it. Social media, while a valuable tool, can also be a major source of insecurity and distraction. Taking breaks from constant scrolling, unfollowing accounts that create negative feelings, and curating a digital environment that promotes inspiration rather than comparison can make a significant difference. Surrounding oneself with supportive and uplifting people also helps reinforce a positive mindset. Focusing on personal progress instead of external validation leads to greater fulfillment. When people measure success based on their own standards rather than someone else's achievements, they experience a deeper sense of accomplishment. They develop resilience, knowing that setbacks and challenges are part of the journey rather than signs of failure. They become more confident in their abilities, trusting that their dedication and hard work will pay off in the long run. Developing a long-term vision helps in maintaining focus. When individuals are clear about their bigger purpose, they do not get distracted by temporary setbacks or the success of others. They understand that short-term fluctuations do not define their overall journey. They stay patient, knowing that success is built over time, not overnight. Keeping the bigger picture in mind allows them to stay grounded and avoid unnecessary distractions. Building self-confidence is another key to overcoming comparison. Confidence does not come from external validation, but from internal belief. When people trust their abilities and have faith in their own journey, they no longer feel threatened by others' success. They see others as inspiration rather than competition. They learn from those who are ahead instead of resenting them. This shift in mindset transforms comparison into motivation rather than discouragement. Letting go of comparison requires intentional effort. It involves recognizing personal worth without external validation, focusing on personal progress rather than external achievements, and developing the discipline to stay committed to individual goals. Every person's journey is different, and true fulfillment comes from embracing one's own path rather than constantly looking at someone else's. Self-discipline is one of the most powerful tools for staying focused on a path. It is the ability to make decisions and take actions that align with long-term goals rather than short-term gratification. Without self-discipline, distractions, temptations, and external influences can easily pull a person away from their purpose. Developing strong discipline is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who struggle to make progress. It is not about motivation, which comes and goes, but about creating habits and routines that reinforce commitment to a vision. One of the key aspects of self-discipline is consistency. Many people start with enthusiasm when pursuing a goal, but over time their excitement fades. They find themselves skipping tasks, making excuses, or losing interest when results do not come immediately. This is where discipline comes in. It is not about working hard only when it feels good, but about showing up every single day regardless of emotions or circumstances. True progress is made through small, consistent actions repeated over time. The people who stay on course are not necessarily the most talented or the luckiest. They are the ones who refuse to give up when things become difficult. Self-discipline also requires the ability to delay gratification. In a world that prioritizes instant results, this is becoming increasingly difficult. People want success, but they do not want to wait for it. They want to achieve big things, but they become frustrated when it does not happen overnight. The ability to resist immediate pleasure in exchange for long-term rewards is what separates high achievers from those who fall short. This applies to every area of life. Whether it is maintaining a healthy lifestyle, building a business, mastering a skill, or improving relationships, long-term success always requires sacrifices in the short term. The disciplined person understands that what they do today will shape their future and is willing to make choices that align with their bigger vision. One of the biggest challenges with self-discipline is overcoming distractions. The modern world is filled with countless distractions competing for attention. Social media, entertainment, notifications, and external demands can easily pull a person away from what truly matters. Those who master discipline learn how to eliminate or control these distractions. They create an environment that supports their goals rather than working against them. This may mean setting boundaries, limiting screen time, or establishing strict routines that prioritize deep work. It is about being intentional with time and energy, making sure that every action taken contributes to progress rather than taking away from it. Another critical component of discipline is learning how to push through discomfort. Growth does not happen in comfort. There will be moments of frustration, self-doubt, and exhaustion. There will be times when giving up feels like the easier option. But discipline is about pushing forward even when the process is uncomfortable. It is about embracing the struggle rather than avoiding it. Those who achieve great things understand that temporary discomfort is a necessary part of the journey. They train their minds to accept challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to avoid. They do not wait for the perfect conditions to take action. They take action despite the difficulties. Discipline also involves creating habits and routines that reinforce focus. Willpower alone is not enough to stay committed in the long run. It is not about making one big decision, but about making small, intentional choices every day. This is why successful people build habits that support their goals. Whether it is waking up early, following a structured schedule, prioritizing tasks, or maintaining a positive mindset, these habits become automatic over time. The more disciplined actions are repeated, the easier they become. Eventually, success is no longer about forcing oneself to stay focused. It becomes a natural part of everyday life. An important part of self-discipline is learning to say no. Many people struggle with this because they fear missing out or disappointing others. But saying yes to everything often leads to overcommitment, burnout, and loss of focus. Disciplined individuals are selective about where they invest their time and energy. They understand that every commitment should align with their goals. They do not allow distractions, unnecessary obligations, or other people's expectations to dictate their path. They take full control over their decisions and prioritize what truly matters. A key aspect of discipline is accountability. It is easy to make promises to oneself, but following through requires a level of personal responsibility. Holding oneself accountable means not making excuses and not blaming external circumstances for a lack of progress. It means taking ownership of actions and decisions, recognizing weaknesses, and making adjustments where necessary. Some people find external accountability helpful, such as having a mentor, coach, or support system to keep them on track. Others develop strong internal accountability by setting clear goals and regularly reviewing progress. The most disciplined individuals do not wait for others to push them, they push themselves. Another element of self-discipline is mental toughness. The journey toward any meaningful goal is filled with setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. It is easy to stay committed when things are going well, but true discipline is tested in times of difficulty. Those who succeed have the mental strength to keep going when things get tough. They do not allow failures to define them or obstacles to discourage them. Instead, they develop a mindset that sees setbacks as temporary and challenges as opportunities for growth. Mental toughness is what keeps a person moving forward even when the odds seem stacked against them. One of the most overlooked aspects of discipline is self-control. It is about managing impulses, emotions, and behaviors in a way that supports long-term success. Many people fail to stay on their path because they give in to temporary urges that derail progress. Whether it is procrastination, unhealthy habits, or negative thinking, a lack of self-control can quickly destroy momentum. Those who master discipline train themselves to recognize these impulses and resist them. They develop the ability to pause before reacting, ensuring that their decisions align with their bigger goals rather than momentary desires. Self-discipline is ultimately about building a life based on intention rather than reaction. It is about making conscious choices rather than being controlled by circumstances. It requires a deep level of commitment, a willingness to push through discomfort, and an unwavering focus on the bigger picture. The more disciplined a person becomes, the more they are able to shape their life on their own terms rather than being influenced by external forces. Success is not just about talent, intelligence, or luck. It is about persistence. The ability to keep going even when things get tough is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who fall short. Many people start strong, filled with enthusiasm and motivation, but as soon as they encounter obstacles, they begin to doubt themselves, slow down, or even give up entirely. The truth is, every great achievement is the result of perseverance. It is about pushing forward despite setbacks, maintaining focus despite distractions, and refusing to quit when the path becomes difficult. Obstacles are a natural part of any journey. No matter how well prepared someone is, there will always be unexpected challenges. The people who succeed are not the ones who avoid difficulties, but the ones who learn how to overcome them. They do not see obstacles as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. Every setback teaches something valuable, whether it is a new skill, a lesson in patience, or a deeper understanding of the process. Those who persist recognize that failure is not the opposite of success, but a stepping stone toward it. Each failed attempt is simply a lesson that brings them closer to their goal. Doubt is one of the biggest threats to persistence. When things do not go as planned, it is easy to start questioning abilities, choices, and even the goal itself. The mind begins to create excuses, convincing itself that maybe the effort is not worth it, that maybe success is out of reach, or that it would be easier to settle for less. But doubt is just a test. It challenges belief in the goal and the commitment to achieving it. Those who persist learn how to silence doubt by focusing on why they started in the first place. They remind themselves of their purpose, their vision, and the reasons they committed to their path. One of the keys to persistence is adaptability. Being persistent does not mean stubbornly sticking to a single plan even when it is not working. It means staying committed to the goal while being flexible in the approach. If a strategy is not delivering results, it does not mean the goal is impossible. It simply means a different approach is needed. Successful people continuously adjust their methods, learn from failures, and improve their strategies. They are not discouraged by setbacks because they understand that every challenge is an opportunity to grow and refine their approach. Time plays a crucial role in persistence. Many people give up because they expect instant results. They want to see progress quickly, and when that does not happen, they assume their efforts are wasted. But most meaningful achievements take time. Progress is often invisible in the beginning, and breakthroughs do not happen overnight. The people who succeed are the ones who stay patient. They trust the process and continue working even when they do not see immediate results. They understand that success is not about a single big moment, but about the accumulation of consistent efforts over time. Emotions can be one of the biggest obstacles to persistence. There will be days when motivation is low, when frustration takes over, and when the desire to quit feels overwhelming. But persistence is not about feelings. It is about commitment. The most successful individuals do not rely on motivation to keep going. They rely on discipline and purpose. They understand that feelings are temporary, but their goals are permanent. They do not let short-term emotions dictate long-term success. Instead, they develop the mental strength to push forward even when they do not feel like it. Support systems play a vital role in persistence. The journey toward any significant goal can be lonely, and surrounding oneself with the right people can make all the difference. Encouraging mentors, supportive friends, and like-minded individuals help keep motivation high during tough times. They provide perspective, advice, and reassurance when doubt creeps in. On the other hand, negative influences, people who discourage dreams, plant seeds of doubt, or promote mediocrity, can weaken persistence. Those who truly want to succeed are intentional about the company they keep. They seek out those who inspire, challenge, and push them to keep going. Mindset is everything when it comes to persistence. A person with a fixed mindset believes that abilities are set in stone, that failure is a sign to stop, and that challenges mean something is wrong. But a person with a growth mindset sees every challenge as an opportunity to improve. They believe that effort leads to progress, that failures are just lessons, and that persistence will eventually lead to success. The way a person views challenges determines whether they push through or give up. Those with a strong mindset do not see quitting as an option. They only see the need to adjust, improve, and keep moving forward. Developing resilience is a key factor in persistence. Life will throw unexpected difficulties, personal struggles, financial setbacks, unforeseen obstacles. Those who persist are the ones who learn how to bounce back quickly. They do not let a single failure define them. They do not allow one tough moment to determine their future. Instead, they build the ability to recover, learn from setbacks, and return stronger than before. They treat every difficulty as a test of their determination and use it as fuel to push forward. The most successful individuals in any field, whether in business, sports, entertainment, or personal development, are not necessarily the most talented. They are the ones who refuse to give up. They kept showing up, kept learning, and kept pushing forward despite challenges. They were willing to fail, to face rejection, to deal with obstacles, and to persist long enough to see results. Clarity of vision is one of the most powerful forces behind success. Without a clear vision, it is easy to drift aimlessly, becoming distracted by external influences and losing focus on what truly matters. A well-defined vision acts as a guiding light, providing direction, motivation, and a sense of purpose. It is what keeps a person on track, even when obstacles arise, when motivation fades, and when challenges seem overwhelming. Those who achieve their goals are not necessarily the most talented or the luckiest. They are the ones who have a clear understanding of where they are going and why they are going there. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to stay focused is that they lack a specific vision. They have vague ideas of what they want, success, happiness, fulfillment, but without a clear picture of what those things look like, it becomes difficult to make decisions and take consistent action. A strong vision is not just a general idea. It is a precise and detailed image of the desired outcome. It includes specific goals, clear milestones, and a deep understanding of what success means on an individual level. The more detailed the vision, the easier it becomes to stay committed to the path and make choices that align with long-term objectives. A clear vision provides motivation, especially during difficult times. When faced with setbacks, it is natural to feel discouraged, frustrated, or even tempted to quit. But those who have a strong vision remind themselves of why they started in the first place. They do not allow temporary difficulties to shake their commitment because they have a powerful reason behind their actions. They understand that every challenge is just part of the journey and that staying committed to their vision will ultimately lead them to where they want to be. Having a vision also simplifies decision-making. Every day, people are faced with countless choices: how to spend their time, where to invest their energy, which opportunities to pursue, and which distractions to ignore. Without a clear vision, these decisions become overwhelming, leading to uncertainty, hesitation, and wasted time. But when a person has a strong sense of direction, decision-making becomes easier. If they can quickly determine whether something aligns with their vision or if it is merely a distraction. They do not waste time on things that do not serve their purpose. Instead, they stay focused on the path that leads them toward their ultimate goal. Distractions are one of the biggest threats to success, and a clear vision serves as protection against them. The modern world is filled with endless distractions: societal pressures, entertainment, other people's opinions, and societal pressures. It is easy to become caught up in things that do not contribute to personal growth or progress. Without a strong vision, it is tempting to follow what everyone else is doing, to seek validation from others, or to chase short-term pleasure instead of long-term fulfillment. But those who are clear on their vision do not allow distractions to pull them off course. They remain focused, disciplined, and intentional about how they spend their time and energy. Their intention. A well-defined vision also builds resilience. The road to success is rarely smooth. It is filled with failures, rejections, and unexpected challenges. Those without a strong vision often give up when things become difficult. They lose motivation, question their abilities, and eventually abandon their goals. But those with a clear vision have a deep sense of purpose that keeps them moving forward. They do not allow temporary setbacks to define them. Instead, they use every challenge as a lesson. Adapting and improving as they continue on their journey, their vision becomes a source of strength, reminding them that the struggle is part of the process and that every step forward brings them closer to their goal. Clarity of vision also brings a sense of fulfillment. Many people spend their lives chasing goals that are not truly their own, pursuing careers they do not love, following paths that society has dictated for them, or striving for success as defined by others. But true fulfillment comes from pursuing a vision that is deeply personal and meaningful. When a person's goals align with their values, passions, and aspirations, they experience a sense of purpose that goes beyond external achievements. They wake up each day with excitement and motivation, knowing that they are working towards something that truly matters to them. A strong vision requires continuous refinement. As people grow and evolve, their goals may shift and their perspectives may change. Those who stay focused on their path understand the importance of regularly revisiting their vision, making adjustments as necessary, and ensuring that their actions remain aligned with their ultimate purpose. They take time to reflect, to evaluate their progress, and to make necessary changes without losing sight of their overall direction. Surrounding oneself with the right influences is also crucial in maintaining a strong vision. The people, environments, and information a person engages with have a significant impact on their mindset and focus. Those who are serious about their vision are intentional about the company they keep. They seek out mentors, role models, and like-minded individuals who support and inspire them. They eliminate negativity, limit time spent with people who drain their energy, and surround themselves with those who encourage their growth. A powerful vision does not just benefit the individual, it inspires others. When a person is deeply committed to their path, their passion becomes contagious. Their determination, focus, and unwavering belief in their goals influence those around them. They become a source of motivation, encouraging others to define their own vision and take control of their future. In this way, a clear vision creates a ripple effect, impacting not just one person's life, but the lives of many.